What does that do? Does that blow your mind? That just happened.
Activision, you need to hire the exclusive Ace on as a consultant, okay? Because some of these developers, man, they need some help. Sledgehammer, I'm talking to you, baby. Now listen, I'm gonna go on a long rant here. I'm gonna talk about some of the things in this game that just make it bad. And it didn't have to be bad because the premise is good. It's boots on the ground, baby. It's World War II, man. There's so much material here. It's ridiculous. But Sledgehammer, your decisions are just like, I don't know if you're so out of touch, if you're just incompetent. I want to assume that you have good intentions, man, but please take this as constructive criticism, okay? You need to hire someone like TheXclusiveAce as a consultant, someone who's in touch with the Call of Duty community, someone who knows something about gun balance, knows something about code, you know, and knows something about what it takes for longevity and to maintain interest, okay, and experience in Call of Duty history. All right, now just bear with me. Now listen, TheXclusiveAce is a friend of mine. I'm going to say some things on this video that, you know, he might likely disagree with. The point is, the ideas here are my own and don't represent him. He probably does agree with me on some of these things, but I definitely don't want to put words in his mouth and act like this video represents him as a whole, because it doesn't. These are just some of my suggestions to make the game better, okay? What you're watching is actually some footage taken from the beta where I'm playing with TheXclusiveAce, and Ace absolutely goes off in this game. I think he leads the lobby. And, well, you can just check it out for yourself, but that's not why we're here. I want to talk about this game and just how god-awful it is. I mean, it's fun, but it's nowhere. It's a shell of its potential. It's a shell of its potential, and it starts off with the division system. The division system, it's just too limiting. I mean, you know, you cannot pick the class you want. And you know what? When you talk about a Call of Duty game, when you sell supply drops, longevity is going to mean a lot. You want to pick a system. Like, that's why the pick 10 system is so nice, because it's so, you know, there's so many different options. It never gets old. If something does get old, well, we try something new. It keeps people more involved, and I think that it says a lot for the longevity of the game. But, you know, also the basic training little perk. You get one basic training perk, and how many of them are there? There's like 20 some of them. Again, lack of creativity, very limiting. I can't really be the character I want. I only get to pick one of them. First of all, it would be much better if you could pick two or even three, because it's not like they even give you that much. I mean, and for God's sake, you actually need one of those basic training perks to use a launcher. I mean, that's just stupid. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Who thought that, you know what, we're gonna make them use a perk just to use a launcher? I mean, that is the most ridiculous idea. Like, some of the ideas that Sledgehammer makes, or some of the decisions that they made, is just, it makes absolutely no sense, you know. This thing that I have written down here, lag comp, I don't know how you guys are feeling, but it feels to me like the lag comp on this game, lag compensation, is off. It seems like every time I look at the kill cam, the enemy sees me way before I see them. At least I'm experiencing that, I don't know, probably 40 to 50% of the time. I feel like the lag comp is just a little off. Maybe that's just me. You guys have to let me know what you feel about that, you know. But, you know, gun balancing. Another thing that is just so frustrating with this game is the way it forces you to play. And part of that has to do with gun balance sprint out time. A lot of your SMGs, you know, have the same sprint out time as your assault rifles, which is freaking ridiculous. I mean, it just kills rushers. This game forces you to play a certain way. Again, lack of creativity. You only have one style that you can play with and be somewhat successful in, and that gets old after a while. You know, you need variety, and your sprint out times for your SMGs. First of all, you could reduce sprint out times across the board. I wouldn't be mad at you for that. The game plays a little slow as it is, but you definitely shouldn't have your submachine guns that are built for mobility that have the same sprint out time as your ARs. Sniper rifle. Aim down sight on the sniper rifle is ridiculously fast. Snipers are OP. It's not any fun that people can run around the maps with the confidence with holding a sniper rifle in the hand, running around like they do like they have a submachine gun. Quick scoping, way out of control. Like, I agree that quick scoping should be in the game, but I think it should be, those upper tier people who are just phenomenal pros at the game and have developed that skill. Like, right, I suck at sniping. I could run around quick scoping. It's way ridiculous. I hate the fact that I play to the strengths of my gun all the time and I get taken out by some quick scoper because it's just extremely easy. Aim down sight is way too fast on it. They're very, very annoying. They really need to be nerfed. It just gets old. It gets old when I do everything right and I'm at the mercy of this noob that's just running around with a sniper rifle. It sucks. It just really, really sucks, and I hope they do something with that because it really makes this game not fun. Regen health, guys, needs to be reduced. My God, I think that we even found out that Infinite Warfare had a faster health regen time than World War II, and in IW the movement system was so much faster, so you can get out of danger even faster. But the health regen in this game is so slow. Again, just slowing down the game so much unnecessarily. And again, it's boots on the ground, so it's harder to get out of danger. So you got to wait even longer for your health to regen. And again, it just hurts the rushing playstyle, which again, talking about longevity, you only got one way that you can play this game: extremely slow. Slow or extremely slow. That's what it comes down to. I mean, you took away all the good innovations that Call of Duty has made over the years since World at War, and you just ignored all those innovations and went back to everything instead of like keeping the lots of options, I guess I should say, keeping the innovations with the movement system, things like that. I mean, don't get me started on the sounds of this game. Obviously, what you're watching is the war game mode. I would expect lots of screen shake and background noises for the war game mode. But man, some of these maps, the noises are out of control. Explosions are out of control. It's extremely annoying, and I don't know. Nobody's got time for that, in my opinion. But just one more thing that's just annoying on this, The UI in this game, I don't know who made your UI, but they need to be drug tested immediately. Like, it's so confusing, so inconvenient. Oh my God, I mean, Jesus, just to vote for a map, you have to hit L2. I mean, just little things like that. Your UI is messed up. Again, I don't even want to waste time because the more I think about it, the more irritated I even get at it, You ruined domination. I got to be honest with you. You ruined domination. Like, first of all, your score streaks in this game are so weak. Anyway, I don't know what you're worried about raising the points of domination to at least, in my opinion, it should be at least 75 points a kill. If you don't want to go 100, okay, but 50 points a kill in domination, to where in certain circumstances you need 10 kills just to get a simple recon plane. That's broke. That is broken. I never, ever, hardly ever see any ball turret gunners or any high-end streaks earned, not through a care package, mind you, but earned in domination. You just don't, and that's just unbalanced. The whole point of domination is to be able to get into your streaks, and 50-point kills, man. Like, if I'm going against a team and I'm not able to play objectively, I mean, you're just stuck. The only way that a player like me, an above average player like me, can turn the tide against the team is to try to get in the strengths that make up for my noob teammates, and it's just almost impossible playing domination. It just, in my opinion, all comes down to the 50-point kills. I mean, I think it's ridiculous that it's the way it is, talk about the weak streaks. Again, like the ball turret gunner, I mean, the best streak in the game, very hard to get. You don't hardly ever see very many of them. But hell, it only lasts 30 seconds. And because of the division system and the lack of options that you provide, a lot of people run Mountaineer class, so you can't see them anyway, right? And I mean, talk about if you kill them once, think about if they watch the kill camera, if they wait to spawn in, you got another 2, 3, 4 seconds before they even spawn in, and you only get the ball turret gunner for 30 seconds. I mean, that's not balanced in my opinion. Hell, as hard as it is to get, you should get that puppy like 45 seconds. Let it marinate. I mean, you earned it. So, yeah, that's another thing that's very annoying of this game. I don't know what they're thinking, and we're going to go on to some other things that are even worse, more annoying in my opinion. Camos. Oh my gosh. Let's talk about camos, guys. First of all, why would you put rust on the guns? Half of the guns have this rust look that just look like crap. Just absolute garbage. Okay, so knowing that, okay, so let's say you want garbage looking guns because they look like they don't even shoot. And I'm sorry, but if my granddad went to war with one of these guns, I mean, for crying out loud, I'm sure that the gun wasn't rusted and looked like it didn't spin like 10 years in the depths of the ocean, before he used it. It didn't look that bad. I am certain of that. Now, secondly, if your camos, man, like your high-end camos, like your gold, your diamond, and your chrome, they should look so much better, especially the chrome. Like if you put the chrome camo on one of those rusted guns, it looks like garbage. Or a gold camo even on one of the rusted guns looks like garbage. If you earn the gold camo and you put it on one of those shitty guns, it should glow. It should look shiny. It should look sharp. Chrome camo, the best camo in the game, that should be even shinier. That should stand out in some way. You don't want to make it flashy and animated. I get because you want to stay true, but you know what? Put some shine on that baby. It should really stand out, in my opinion. I don't think you did very good with the camos. Okay, calling cards. This is really annoying to me. Now you thought it would be a good idea to have a secret score streak in the game, the V2 rocket, a secret score streak. Okay. Very, very hard to get this secret score streak. You gotta get 25 gun kills or normal kills. Score streaks don't count. You gotta get 25 kills without dying to unlock this V2 rocket. And that's after you've already prestiged all your divisions once, okay? So you do all that. You finally go off on your game. You earn the V2 rocket, an achievement that most players probably will never get. What do you get for it? Diddly squat. Diddly squat. You thought that would be a good idea. Like, you want to talk about longevity and interest in your game, and you don't set any goals for people. Like, who wants to grind for the camos when they look like crap, when half the guns look rusted, when it's still rusted even after you apply the camo to them? That's shitty. Who's making these decisions? And then you thought it'd be a good idea to not have a calling card or anything, to make an emblem, nothing, an insignia on your uniform, a special helmet saying that you got the V2 rocket. I mean, that's insane. Hell, you thought it, like, you put in the game that if you get so many ruthless medals, you get a calling card, but not if you get the V2 rocket. Wow. I mean, that's some kind of stupid, in my opinion. You want, like, people might spend their whole game grinding to get such a calling card like that. And that keeps people interested in the game. That keeps people playing. Thus, keeps people buying your stupid supply drops. So tell me, what the hell were you thinking? This is why you need the exclusive ace to come into your, come into your company and help you with some of these decisions. Because apparently you're really good at making code and games, but you're really, really out of touch with the Call of Duty community. I mean, this game had so much hype at the beginning, and now people are going to Fortnite and what other games, that are popping up, and it's because this game gets old really fast. You don't give us very many options. Your score streaks are weak. Maps, oh my gosh. I mean, I could argue with you over 4 maps. It might be the worst maps in the game. I mean, it's not very many of them to boot. So I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're thinking. You also don't give a calling card for any vicious medal. Again, calling card if you earn a ruthless medal, but no calling card if you earn the highest kill streak in the game, which is a vicious medal. 30 kills or even an unstoppable medal. That's crazy. And here's another thing. If I want to see how many V2 rockets I have, if I want to see how many headshots I've earned, or how many I should say there is a way to look and see how many headshots you've earned, but like medals, if I want to see how many medals I've earned, there's no way to look at that. People like to track their progress. They like to look at their accomplishments. They like to grind for goals, and you totally just take that out of the equation because you don't offer it. Oh my gosh. I mean, it makes no sense to me, And what were you thinking with these pistol grips? Like, you want to keep people interested, so you want to offer things like pistol grips, but you can't see them. Your hand covers the whole thing. What's the point of a pistol grip? Do you just feel better knowing that you have a cool looking pistol grip on your pistol? Which, by the way, the pistols suck in this game. I mean, is that it? Like, who makes these decisions? They really. This is what made me start to think. Like, I think I even told Ace this once. I said, Ace, bro, you need to get hired by Activision. Someone like you, with your expertise, knowledge of the game, and the fact that he's just in touch with the Call of Duty community, that you need to be making decisions like this, because they can't do it. They're I don't know, they're dumber than owl shit. I mean, it's really ridiculous. I mean, I'm kind of new to the whole Call of Duty scene. I mean, I've been playing since Black Ops 2, but really been psycho about it since Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, and now this game, taking it really serious. And God, I mean, I have more common sense than some of these decisions that are being made. I don't get it. I don't get it, and it just makes me think, what the hell were you thinking? You know. I hope you guys are enjoying the game in the background, by the way. Again, Ace completely goes off. I think I played pretty good, too. I end up in the winner circle as well. But here we are trying to push the thing. The war game mode is fun. You got to give it up for them. They did a great job in the war game mode. I like this idea. Kudos to them. I still think you should have more maps in the game. I don't think these war game modes should count. But, you know, nonetheless, you know, it is what it is. It's still a fun game mode. I still have a lot of fun with it. But I don't know. You guys are going to have to let me know in the comment section below. I kind of rambled on, and I have a list here in front of me. I went extremely fast. I wasn't so sure how long this would take. I don't usually do videos like this, you know, where I have so many things I like to talk about and rant about and bitch about. But it's just things like this is hurting the longevity of the game. Very annoying to me. I didn't even talk about some things like the spawns. The spawns are bad too. I mean, I'm sure you can come up with, you know, insert there's so many things. I mean, half the time when they do a patch update, you know, most of it's actually fixes to the game. I mean, that's how bad they've done. But suffice to say, they could use someone like the exclusive Ace, like in the building, making decisions for them. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this. Sorry for the long rant. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with any of this. Again, none of this represents Ace. This is my opinion. Ace, if you're listening, I love you, but you might want to, you know, knock on the door. Put in an application is all I'm saying, all right? So, okay, guys, that's it for me. Until next time, my friends, Armlox is out.